Hey friends, what is up? We are checking out Bricks in the Six today. This is the first year for this convention. It's happening here in my hometown of Toronto, and we're going to be checking things out and seeing what all the amazing builds that are here are looking like. And let me give you a sneak preview, guys. They are amazing. So we're going to go take a look and see how all of that awesome stuff looks. So we have made our way into the main exhibition hall. You can see it's quite a big space with a lot of wonderful creations on display. So excited for you guys to get a chance to see all of the beautiful creations on display. We're going to do a pretty quick walk around today just to get a brief glimpse of all the awesome stuff on display. I'm mostly going to focus on things that you guys have not seen before. So there is some stuff that's here from Brickworld, for example, that we are not really going to be checking out today, but I'm excited to show you guys what we have got. We're going to start off with a build from a good local friend of ours. His name is Callum. Very, very talented builder who has a love for building extremely accurate models of planes. So there are two smaller ones that he has here. A beautiful airport, of course, to really help set the scene for this whole build. And then we've got a giant plane, the Boeing 777. Such a massive build. It's done so well. The staggering on the tail here, for example, is just crazy cool. I absolutely love it. And he's got a nice homage to the Lego planes theme with the same kind of logo that they use. Something cool that he does as well is always highlights his cross sections of the planes so you get an idea of how they're built. We're just going to continue through with a quick rock around. We've got our friend Vivian there showing off some of her builds. She does an awesome mix of architecture, brick heads, and some other fun stuff. We got some cool stuff from Nick Vaz all the way from Lego. You guys don't need to worry, don't worry about it. We're just going to go through those, thank you. Just going to kind of do a walk around, can't stop for every single build. Absolute Towers are based on some buildings in Mississauga, which is just a city just outside of Toronto. We've also got Mississauga City Hall here. Another build that you would definitely recognize if you had ever visited Mississauga. We're going to flip around here. Whoop. We got some cool builds from our friend Jared. I love the anime faces with the little strings. Some awesome lit up stuff. Some Lego Towers inspired builds. And then a cool cutaway of a pirate ship. And then you guys may know this gentleman here. We've got our friend Square T hanging with us. How you doing, T? Awesome. We've got his beautiful assortment of brick heads on display here, starting with Borderlands, Halo, my current favorite game, Apex, and then a very awesome collection of many different characters from Destiny. I'm not going to try and name them all because I realized last time I forgot some of them. Some Destiny fan I am. But always beautiful to see these awesome builds. Square T is awesome in that he also uploads all the instructions for these builds to his website, so feel free to go check those all out. We've got some builds that I actually think I missed showing you guys at Brickworld. This is from our friend Micah, the first winner of Battle of the Bricks. We've got this awesome Western Air Temple build that he actually built entirely at Brickworld, which is super cool. Some other fun fantasy builds from him as well. And then we've just got a huge collection of cars here from one of the, I think, local builders. Some really cool stuff, very much Speed Champions inspired, or I can't remember the other name of the theme, Turbo Racers or something like that. They were pretty cool too, so lots of cool builds here. We got some awesome builds from our friend Simon, who you will get to know a little bit through the escape room that I'm going to show you guys later, which I actually, as far as I know, have the best time at that, but we'll show you that a little bit later. Some cool builds there. We got an awesome desert scene from our friend Daniel Barwesian, an awesome spaceship from our friend Adam Myers, some other cool little spaceship builds here, Cyanide and Happiness, an awesome build from Marcus. Some of these we saw at Brickworld. A beautiful flower display from our friend Alyssa. And then we've just got a couple other, mixed builds here, as well as the Sewer Babies display that you may remember from our Brickworld walkthrough. We're gonna spin around here to where a bunch of my good friends are hanging out. We've got some, again, builds that you've probably seen at Brickworld. The Death Trooper helmets, some stuff from Daniel, which includes his amazing Last of Us display. We got a beautiful display of two different spaceships here from both Daniel and Spencer. An awesome collab that they kind of planned on together during September, a crazy month of building giant spaceships that are at least 100 studs in length. And we've got a huge variety of bionicles. Looks like we got some friends do some filming here. Just gonna kind of cruise on over. Got some awesome Lego vignettes from our friend Cecilia that we got to see at Brickworld. a very, very cool CIBC building. That's one of the broadcast stations here in Canada. It's got so many cool interior details, lights, little television screens. It's really, really awesome. We're going to continue to work our way around here. We're just going for a super speedy walkthrough. We've got a beautiful tent display from our friend Larry. Hello, Larry. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you enjoying the show?
Oh, yeah.
It's so many awesome lights in here. I love the use of the 1x2 brick technique to do the curved tent roof, which we realized yesterday can be transparent in some funny ways when you look at them in total darkness. An awesome, awesome display. We've got an awesome train display, again, taking advantage of that to do a really, really cool roof. Those 1x2 brick tanks can be so awesome. Some stuff from our friends, the Brick Bunnies. Got an awesome build of their logo and a whole zoo there. Got some crazy cool kind of functional displays from our friend Doug. He is local in Toronto. Big fan of theme parks, so we got some cool roller coaster rides and stuff like that. Then we're moving on to some amazing stuff from our friend Brick Built Replicas. Someone who we haven't seen a lot of builds from lately, but we're hoping to see more from soon. He's got some awesome replicas, including one of my favorites, the Rat King from Destiny 2. And then we got a mix of builds from our friend Casey hanging out here. He's trying to hide away. He was the second place finisher in season 2 of Battle of the Bricks, with an amazing collection of Brickheads and Miniland inspired figs, as well as a cool vignette from Ninjago. And then the last build in this section here is a very, very impressive Monastery. Looking so fantastic, such a cool build. Next up, we've got some fantastic retro-inspired builds from our friend Kevin Hinkle. You see we've got Pokemon, we've got Red vs. Blue there, or Gary and Ash. We've got Super Mario and a couple different configurations that can be swapped out. We've got the OG Mario there as well, and some stuff from Kevin's favorite game, Earthbound. Sorry, guys. Next up, we've got a build from a couple different builders, I believe from Sasplug. Our friend Adam Dodge, who is one of our Season 1 competitors from Battle of the Bricks, has got an amazing LEGO Towers-inspired classic space display, some really cool elementals, some like steampunk airships. We've got some replicas here, an awesome D&D scene, a super duper cool fishing boat, as well as an awesome representation of Chinatown from one of their home areas. I'm gonna swing on past. We're gonna come back to check out Adam's stuff. One more build that Adam has in a moment. We've also got Unikitties built here by our friend Claire. Our friend Kyle, or my different usernames, got us some of his awesome replicas here. And then you can see some builds that you know very well from me. I'm not going to spend any time on these because you guys have seen more than enough on them. But you can see we've got our new Toronto Defiant Overwatch League logo build there. And then I got to say, I'm really, really excited to show you guys these two builds here. These are by our friend Nick Trotta. He has an insane ability to find very, very creative ways to bring angles together, to use pieces in ways that you would not expect, to create spacing between pieces in a way you would not expect. And he does such a good job of just blending it all together, giving his builds an incredibly clean look, but at angles and with details that you just wouldn't think would be possible with LEGO. He's such an incredibly talented builder. I don't use the word talented a lot, but he really, really has a knack for just figuring out these really, really awesome builds. Super cool to see. Over in the background there, we've got an amazing train display from some of our friends from Ottawa. Really, really beautiful stuff there. Some fantastic trains, an awesome hospital. Moving on here, we've got some builds from our friend Mark, who's also from Toronto. Some Futuron-inspired stuff, some city stuff, an awesome Christmas train. We've got a giant Hogwarts display in the corner here. Unfortunately, the lights are out in this area, but it's such a fantastic build. So many fun details showcasing all the different scenes from Harry Potter. I'm sure you can find every single scene from the movies here. We've got a cool collaborative display of some different fairy tales. So 3 Blind Mice, Rapunzel, the Hare and the Turtle. Oh gosh, I'm blanking on this one. The 3 Bears and the... Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking on it. You guys know which one I'm talking about. And then it looks like the sunlight just turned up, which makes for an awesome chance for us to show off our friend Jules Castle. Incredibly, incredibly detailed. The rock work is so, so intense. And what's really, really awesome about this is there's actually a full interior there, which you can get a little taste of right here. We've got some more of my builds. I brought some of my props just to help fill some space at the event here. And then, sorry guys. We've got a really, really cool setup from our friend Sean. There are a bunch of different life-size objects. He's also got some buildings, a Japanese garden, and then he's also done some beautiful mosaics from Star Wars, one of his favorite things. He had actually come this weekend dressed up as part of the 501st. We've got a super cool micro-scale display here. That's a collab from many different people. You got a white Jedi temple, some sci-fi stuff, a helicarrier, lots of fun little throwbacks there. An awesome build from our friend Eric, which you guys got to see at Brick World. And then an awesome city build with a mix of regular Lego modulars as well as some custom ones. And then a very, very cool subway here as well with tons of fun details. One of my favorite details on this build is that our friend here made use of the skateboard ramps from the old school skateboard themes to do the inside of the roof. It's a little hard to show you, but there we go. So cool that it's all arched under there and upside down to make that texture. It looks fantastic. That's from Matthew. Hey, Matthew. And in the corner here is something I mentioned earlier, the escape room. So we actually built a fully Lego escape room. There is no like real cheating here. Admittedly, there were a couple things glued just to make sure that people didn't break them by accident. But it was so fun to do. I can't really show you much of it, but it's just really, really well thought out. There's some really great puzzles, and I gotta say I'm very, very lucky to have the best time for the escape room. I did that with my friend Eleanor, who I used to work with at the Lego store. Continuing around here, we're gonna do a little quick walk around of a really, really awesome town display with a bunch of amazing trains running. We've got some fun references to the Lego movie here too. Sorry about that, guys. Some really, really cool stuff on display. Some modulars, both regular Lego sets as well as some custom ones are on display here. It's a really, really great train display. I love this middle area with the train yard and some just really, really nice landscaping, for example. You guys may remember this insane build from our friend Adrian Drake, the DS9. So beautiful. You can never get enough of this guy, really, to be honest. It's just so fantastic. I love this build. We're going to move around to the next section here, which is an insane collection of mostly Technic custom builds of various vehicles. I seriously cannot get enough of these guys. Coming from a system builder, it's just wild to think about how differently you'd have to think about these builds, just because the Technic system is so different from regular Lego, and it's so awesome to see how they all come together. You can just spend days looking at all the different details, and it's really cool. Some of the ones towards the end here actually show how they function. So of course, just like you would expect from a real car, they have opening hoods, trunks, doors. You can see the engines in there. They just work absolutely insane amount of details. I also love that we have a random snow speeder thrown in there. Really showing their diversity of these builds. Sorry guys. Such fantastic work. Next up, we've got an amazing display of some different boats. Mostly military, but a little bit mix of Coast Guard and military. These are from our friend Julie, who we've seen a couple different builds from at Brick World as well. Am I okay to go by? Thank you so much. One of everybody's favorites here has been Theodore, the Tugboat, which was an old Canadian TV show, so a boat with a character of its own. We've also got an amazing spaceship here from Julie, as well as our incredible replica roller skates. And we've got some awesome stuff from our buddy Caleb, which is based on a character and some accessories from Rainbow Six Siege. Some cool Star Wars stuff, as well as an amazing police station layout. Love the dark red on this. And then of course, one of the most fun sections at every single Lego convention that you just gotta have is the Great Bulk Contraption, run by our friend Mr. Red in the background there. Like I said earlier, we were gonna come back and check out this amazing build from our friend Adam, a Season 1 competitor of Battle of the Bricks. Adam, what do you call this build?
I call it He's No Dummy, because I didn't want to give it a name because it looks like me.
But isn't it supposed to be you?
It is. I tried to find the most handsome person I knew, and I looked in the mirror, and
that's where you would find the most handsome looking person, right in the mirror. So you can see what's amazing about this build is it works like a dummy. So you can move the hands, the eyes, the eyebrows, the mouth, really have a lot of posability with these. I know you can move the stick there to the other arm as well, so you can have some posability and fun with it. It's just so awesome to see how well it works. Thank you for showing us, Adam. Much appreciated. Of course. So this is some amazing building from our friend Karen. Karen has, I want to say, almost an obsession with details on her build. So these builds are actually all modular. They come apart in so many different ways to highlight just tons of incredible scenes inside these builds and so many fun tricks. Is there anything in particular you would want to let people know about with these builds, or no, you just love doing them?
Yeah.
Just love squeezing details in there? So we're just gonna kind of do a walkthrough, highlight some of the amazing interiors of these builds. I think she's gonna show us a little bit more on this one as well. So if we pull off the things there, we can actually remove, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? The face is removable. It opens up like a door. And then you can see so much of that beautiful interior work in there.
And it opens up on the back too, so you can get both sides.
That's so awesome. Opens up in all sorts of different places. I think what's cool about a build like this is it looks so like structural and just clean, but there's so many different details that you can find. There's our friend Quinn and some beautiful chandeliers in there. Thank you, Karen. These are just fantastic. So many different things just to allow you to see all of the incredible stuff she has jammed in there. So awesome, Karen. Thank you.
And this one opens a different way.
Let's see, let's see. We're gonna take a look at how this building opens up as well. Again, looks so clean, so well done. You wouldn't think that this would open up in any way, but we're about to see how that works. Oh my gosh, and she can just lift out the entire second floor. Rest that down here. Bunch of different amazing interior spaces there. And then we can take a look inside this beautiful building and all the different rooms that she has in there. It's so cool for when a build looks clean on the outside, but to have all the detail on the inside as well is just fantastic. Thank you, Karen. This is amazing.
You want to see the movement in that one? Have you seen it?
I have not. I have not. Please, please, please. We're going to get a really good taste for these builds. This one is a Shakespearean fantasy, so lots of fun Shakespeare stories mixed into this one. Let's see what this guy does.
You look in there and you can listen.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. There's some little music playing there too, and you can see the characters running around.
And
We got one more.
because it's the tempest and he causes the stormy seas.
Oh my gosh, we got some rough waters there, stormy seas. That is so amazing. Thank you so much for showing us those, Karen.
You're welcome.
They're beautiful, beautiful builds. Next up, we've got some fantastic builds from our friend Nick Brick. That's right, folks. It's not me that builds these. It is Nick Brick, not BrickinNick. Don't get them mixed up. It's so amazing to have seen Nick kind of expand his building a little bit, moving into some replicas for music. So this incredibly beautiful guitar with amazing grain detail, thanks to the variants in dark red, as well as an awesome mic from Freddie Mercury. And then we've got some builds that you probably remember seeing from Brick Worlds, some Aliens, and some Mortal Kombat. Thank you, guys. We've got some awesome builds from some fellow Canadians, Andrew Wheeler having some cool stuff here. We've also got this incredible spaceship from him as well. And then some friends from Quebec of ours. It's like a family of builders, so the two brothers do the majority of them. They have an incredible set of highly, highly detailed builds. I can really, sorry, is it okay if I cut ahead? Thank you. I can really not get enough of the just insane amount of detail that these guys jam-pack into their builds. You could literally look at them all day and just be blown away with all the different techniques they use to create the beautiful landscapes, the nature, the characters, and to top it all off, they have this absolutely insane like nanoscale or microscale Hogwarts. It's really just the full layout. You got the Quidditch pitch, all the fields, all the different areas that you would have remember seeing from the movie. All right, guys, that is it for our walkthrough of Bricks in the Six. There has been so much fun stuff happening here. It's been an amazing time, and having so many of our friends come into Toronto, our home city, has been fantastic. The event is in downtown Toronto, so that what's really great about that is there's so many cool things to see nearby. You can go to the CN Tower, you can go to the Jays Stadium, you can go to tons of amazing food places. The amount of good food I've had this weekend, I've been spoiled. That's what I love about this city. And it's just so fantastic to be right in the heart of the city so that you can feel free to leave the event, go check out things, or do amazing things like the Brick Amazing Race, which was one of the coolest events that we did here this weekend, where you can actually kind of go and do a race around the city. We had building challenges at all these different destinations, so it was a great way to encourage people to leave the hall and go check out all of the amazing stuff that Toronto has to offer. So thanks so much, guys, for joining me for this walkthrough. I hope you enjoyed checking out some Bricks in the Six action. We'll see you next time.